Welcome back, boss. 40 armed strangers lower their heads. Nobody speaks. Nobody looks confused. Only you. Because you've never seen a single one of them before. An old man in a black suit approaches with a small velvet box. Inside, a gold ring engraved with a roaring lion. He slides it onto your finger. It fits perfectly. The room erupts into applause. Your heart doesn't. There has to be some mistake. The applause stops. The old man studies your face. As always, our boss enjoys making an entrance. The room laughs. You don't. 7 hours earlier, you're an accountant. Most mornings begin exactly the same. Your biggest concern is being late for work. On the drive-in, the radio mentions another warehouse fire near the docks. You change the station. At a red light, a black SUV stops beside you. All 4 windows roll down together. 4 men look directly at you. No smiles, no expressions. The one in the passenger seat nods, and the SUV drives away. You assume they mistook you for someone else. By the next light, you've forgotten about it. Lunch is the same as always. Same place, same routine, until the restaurant goes silent. Instantly, 3 men walk in, and everyone suddenly becomes very interested in their own food. The tallest one stops at your table and lowers his head. Boss. You glance behind you. Nobody there. He places a thick envelope beside your tray. The cars have been moved. What cars? As expected. The 3 men leave. Nobody in the restaurant says a word. You know those guys? The cashier asks. No. Inside the envelope, stacks of cash, far too much to count. You rush outside, but the SUV is gone. You take the envelope back to your car, not because you want the money, but because you have no idea what else to do with it. Halfway back to work, your phone rings. Unknown number. Everything went smoothly? I think you got the wrong person. A short silence. Then, if you say so, boss. The afternoon disappears. Your manager asks you 3 questions. You answer none of them. Your mind stays on the envelope in your desk drawer. At 5 o'clock, you make a decision. You're taking the money to the police. At the station, you place the envelope on the counter. I need to report something. The young officer opens it. Where did you get all this? Before you can answer, the old man walks in. No bodyguards. He doesn't need them. Conversations stop. Officers straighten. The entire station goes quiet. He smiles, not at the officers, at you. There you are. He closes the envelope. You forgot this. It isn't mine. It is now. I don't want it. Very well. He doesn't argue. He doesn't insist. Instead, his eyes drift to the coffee cup in your hand. You still bring coffee before important conversations. What? Then, to a man near the entrance, cancel the afternoon meeting? The man leaves immediately. What meeting? The one you just postponed. I didn't postpone anything. You brought coffee. So? They understand what it means. I was just drinking coffee. I know. Then, to the entire station, our boss has spoken. You leave quickly. Nobody follows. That almost makes it worse. 3 blocks later, you realize you haven't eaten. A small cafe sits on the corner. Every table is full until the owner rushes out. Please, your table is ready. A young couple is already sitting there. He whispers something, and they immediately stand up. They were here first. It's your table. You sit, mostly because everyone is staring. I'll just have a cheeseburger. Only a cheeseburger? She returns with an entire table of food. I didn't order any of this. No, you never do. I just wanted a burger. It'll be ready in a moment. You honor us by visiting. I've never been here before. Of course. The burger arrives. One bite. It's a little cold. The owner's smile disappears, and within seconds, every chef in the kitchen is lined up in front of you. My deepest apologies. I wasn't complaining. You never complain. You simply observe. I have to go. Nobody asks you to pay. Nobody stops you. Tomorrow, it'll be perfect. Outside, you finally breathe. There's only one person you trust enough to tell. Ryan. He answers on the second ring. You busy? Not anymore. The park? I'll be there. Ryan listens without interrupting as you tell him about the SUV, the envelope, the police station, and everyone calling you boss. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't call you crazy. They really called you boss? Every single one of them. His hand begins to shake. Ryan? Very slowly, he lowers his head, just slightly, exactly like everyone else today. Your heart stops. His voice is barely a whisper. I've been wondering, when you'd finally come back? What did you just say? Forget it. No, you just bowed to me. I didn't. You did. We shouldn't talk here. He starts walking. You follow, unaware that someone else is following both of you. You cross the street in silence. Finally, you grab his arm. Tell me what's going on. His face looks different now, not scared. Careful. You need to leave the city. Today. What are you talking about? They'll find you. They already found me. No, you've only met the people who want you. The sentence hangs in the air. What does that mean? Before he can answer, a black sedan stops across the street. Neither door opens, it just waits. We're too late. The rear window rolls down. The old man is waiting. You've always been loyal. I'm sorry. I know. Then to you, I tried. And Ryan walks away. You don't stop him. The rear door clicks open. Nobody tells you to get in. You climb inside anyway. The sedan pulls away. Outside the window, the city looks completely normal. Somehow, that makes it stranger. The old man points at a construction site. What do you see? Construction. Look again. Every worker removes their hard hat, just for a second. They know me too. They know the chair. What is the chair? The wrong question. Then what's the right question? Why does everyone protect it? At a red light, a little boy selling flowers reaches your window. His eyes widen. He places a single white flower on the ledge and walks away. He wasn't told to do that. What does that mean? It means belief spreads. Minutes later, the sedan stops outside your apartment. I'm done. I know. I don't want the money. Keep it. I don't want the cars. They'll leave. I don't want people calling me boss. They'll try. Upstairs, you lock the door and make instant noodles. One normal evening. That's all you want. For 5 whole minutes, nothing happens. You actually begin to relax. Then the news changes. Breaking news. A planned confrontation ended peacefully. Sources say a single message was delivered. Your phone vibrates. Unknown number. The flower was the right choice. Flower? Then you remember. The little boy. The white flower. You never accepted it. You never rejected it. You simply looked at it. Another message. White means peace. They understood. I didn't do anything. One last vibration. Exactly. You slowly lower the phone. For the first time, you stop wondering why people call you boss. A far more frightening thought arrives instead. What if every second you're alive, someone is trying to understand what you mean? The doorbell rings. Once, then again. A calm voice through the door. "Boss, they've all arrived. They're waiting for you." You pull the door open. 3 men in dark suits. Behind them, the sedan waits. You sigh. "Fine, I'll come." The drive is quiet. The city thins into empty roads. Empty roads become old trees. The world you know slowly disappears behind you. Then iron gates open, and you see the mansion. It doesn't look like a hideout. It looks like something that has been here far longer than the city. Nobody announces you. Nobody needs to. The front doors are already opening. Inside, 2 long rows of men and women lower their heads as you pass. Not like servants, like people honoring something they truly believe in. Your footsteps are the only sound in the entire hall. The old man waits in a private study. It smells of old paper and coffee. A cup sits on the desk, exactly the way you drink it. You don't even ask anymore. "I came for answers." I know. You keep saying that. I know. For the first time, you laugh. Not because anything is funny. Because you're exhausted. I don't even care how you know anymore. I just want this to stop. His smile fades. So do I. For a long moment, he watches the estate through the window. When he finally speaks, his voice is quieter. "You think this is about you. It never was." Then what is this about? A promise, made long before either of us were born. I don't understand. You're not supposed to, not yet. He unlocks a cabinet. Inside, hundreds of leather-bound journals, shelf after shelf, generations of them. He places one on the desk. Every boss kept a record, every decision, every mistake, every sacrifice. Tonight, you begin reading. Who was the first boss? He doesn't answer right away. The answer is already hanging on the wall. An old portrait, not a king, not a soldier, just an ordinary man. He never wanted power. That's exactly why he was trusted with it. Every generation, someone is chosen, not because they seek power, but because they refuse it. You're telling me this was decided before I was born? Long before. Silence fills the room. Then, come. He leads you through the mansion. Hall after hall. The house grows quieter with every door, until one final set of doors. Everything changes after this. The doors open. The moment you enter, everyone stands. No applause, no cheering, just silence. The kind of silence that has weight. In the center, one chair. The chair. Sit. I can't. He smiles gently. Exactly. The chair isn't beautiful. It isn't decorated with gold. Somehow that makes it heavier. What happens if I sit? Nothing. Then why is everyone so afraid? Because something always does. Every eye is on you. The room waits. You take one step forward, then another. Your hand finds the chair. One deep breath, and you sit. Nobody moves. Then the old man lowers his head, and one by one, the room follows. The silence lasts a long time. Long enough to feel like a ceremony. Then he steps forward with the velvet box. Inside, the lion ring. This never belonged to us. We only protected it. He places the ring on your finger. It fits perfectly, just like before. That's when you understand. This wasn't the beginning. It was the ending. Welcome back, boss.